Hi there. Let's take a look at another past exam question. This one's a paper 2 question, and it's about a case study business called Galen. And we'll take a look at the case study information in a second. First of all, there's a question on the screen. Galen invests in R&D, research and development, and owns a number of patents. Analyze how these two factors help Galen achieve high profit margins on its new products. So we have to unpick the demands of the question, and in particular make sure that we meet the demands of the question in terms of the range and what the examiner asks us to focus on, the wording of the question. So clearly this question is about those two things that Galen does: investing in R&D, research and development, and also owning patents. But we need to get to how and why that might result in high profit margins on new products. So, quick summary of what we learned from the case study information. As always, it's all about drawing information from the context given to you and then interweaving that into your response. That's the best way to show contextualized analysis. We're told that Galen PLC is a large multinational. It has significant global sales, $60 billion, and it's into fast-moving consumer goods such as, consumer products, isn't it? Fabric care, home care, hair care. You can imagine the kind of things. And it has a portfolio of 50 different brands. And interestingly, we're told that it invests significantly more as a proportion of its sales in research and development. 3% for Galen compared with the industry average of 1%. We're told that it owns 55 patents and that it achieves high profit margins on new products as it launches them into the market. So how do we explain to the examiner how and why these two things, R&D and patents, might enable them to achieve high profit margins on new products? I've had a go at writing two examples, and what I've done is I've tried to pick each of the two elements and deal with them in turn rather than combining them into one big paragraph. Clearly, the examiner wants us to consider both factors. So I start off with my first factor, which is the investment in research and development. And I'm going to argue that that enables Galen to invest in innovation for new products that help support these high profit margins. So Galen's large investment in R&D means more process and product innovation, new products, that supports high profit margins. Full stop. I now need to try to convince the examiner how that might be the case. So Galen's R&D investment of around about $1.8 billion per year is likely to involve both process innovation and product innovation. R&D investment in process innovation should identify efficiencies such as more automated production of shampoo and sprays, which will help reduce the unit costs of all products, including new ones, which in turn should improve the profit margin on all products made using these processes. So you can see how that process innovation might help improve margins on new products as well as existing ones. And similarly, investment in product innovation leads directly to new product development. How? Well, R&D might, for example, identify ways to offer more environmentally friendly cleaning liquids or recyclable gel containers. Galen's customers, who are likely to be loyal to one or more of its 50 brands, may then be prepared to pay a higher price for these new, more innovative cleaning and care products, thereby keeping profit margins high. And as always with these short videos, I've just tried to explain or illustrate in red there where I've tried to draw information from the case study application, but also add in some such as seasoning, some examples that help root the response in the case study business, which in this case is consumer products, isn't it? Hair care, personal care, and so forth. So I've done a little calculation. We were told that R&D was 3% of sales. Well, 3% of 60 billion, I think so, is $1.8 billion per year. So there's a calculation I've used to say it invests a lot. Rather than just saying automation of production, of what? Well, of shampoo and sprays. Not quite sure what kind of sprays, but anyway, it sounds like it's the kind of thing that Galen might do. Similarly, where I'm talking about investment in innovation for new product development, environmentally friendly cleaning liquids or recyclable gel containers, just insert relevant examples of products into your analysis. I've drawn from the fact we were told it had 50 brands. So I think that argument there, that one argument is contextualized in the case of Galen. But the range the examiner was asking for was 2, wasn't it? Analyze how the 2 factors might help it achieve high profit margins. So I need another argument here. And by the way, you could do it in one massive argument, but why not split them up? Why not make it easy for the examiner to see that you're now dealing with patents or patents? So Galen's ownership of patents is another way to make high profit margins on new products. How and why? Well, Galen has a substantial number of patents across its diverse consumer product categories, and more will be applied for as R&D spending continues. Patents should discourage competitors such as Procter & Gamble, P&G, and Unilever from trying to copy or imitate Galen's most successful products for up to 20 years. So I'm showing I understand how patents provide you protection against imitation and copying for up to 20 years. It might also help Galen's patent protected products if they have that unique selling point, such as a patented method of dispensing toothpaste or a particular mouthwash formula. If Galen's new products use these patent protections, so a new toothpaste using the patent, then it may be able to charge higher selling prices and achieve higher profit margins for a long period without the risk of competitors copying the product and undercutting those margins. So again, just highlighting in red, try to add in a little bit of application. I think normally we try to add in at least 2 pieces of application into each point, just to help the examiner see that we are applying our analysis in the context, in this case, of Galen. So I've just done some competitor, such as seasoning, such as P&G and Unilever, and a patented method of dispensing toothpaste or mouthwash. The use of the words toothpaste and mouthwash helps root, excuse the pun, the answer in the context of Galen. There we go. That would be, I think, 2 arguments, 9 marks. In this case, the examiner wanted us to deliver a response that was connected with both of those 2 factors. I've dealt with 1 factor in each paragraph. Hopefully you found that answer useful.